rotations, and they look much different than we thought they would.
Yeah, you have those teams, and that's what you love. Those teams, all of us experts, we say where they're going to finish. They end up 3 or 4 slots up. And then those are the teams that just get that momentum. They get going. They have great team chemistry, and they outdo our expectations.
Bridges dishes to Capella. Young from outside cans it from downtown. Young's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Hawks.
We saw that coming all the way. Trae Young just doing what he does best.
Here's LaVine. Whoa, hammering it in.
The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
Young finds Ross. Over Porter. No good from Ross.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Anthony can't hit.
Great defensive effort. Just saved.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now here's LaVine. Here's Cleveland. He dishes it to Ross. Cleveland down to 5 on the shot clock. And Young, here we go. And it's to the and to the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Ross against LaVine. Over Ross. LaVine can't hit. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando. Ross against LaVine. Young outside. Pass to Bridges. Lock at 6. No good on the triple. And so Allen will bring it up for the Bulls. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
And here's Porter following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Here's LaVine. It's good. LaVine's got 6. Here's Young. He's coming off a 31-point game against New York. And Smitty, with all that he's been through, you can't question Zach LaVine's love of the game.
You're so right. It's crazy to think LaVine wasn't even a starter in college, but he's worked so hard to improve. The way he has fought back from injuries and continually dedicated himself to the game, something to admire.
And it's the Bulls with the ball after the basket by Atlanta.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Young passes to Kleber. Comes up empty down low.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
LaVine and the jam by LaVine.
Right there, the burst of Zach LaVine. Once he gets a step on you, it's hard to catch up.
Ross against LaVine. Ross kicks to Kleber. Young outside. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Labissiere's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Kyle Anderson comes in for Bridges, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Ross.
You look at the Hawks franchise, moved to Atlanta in 1956. Since then, they've been unable to advance to the NBA Finals.
Now, here is Young. He's got 6. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Now with Atlanta, I think they wanted a fresh start a couple years ago, Steve, rather than be a middle-of-the-pack team.
Yeah, and a primary way to acquire stars is to reboot, dump salary, and nail your draft picks. Then, once you have the young nucleus in place, you add the veterans.
DJ Augustine's checked in for the Bulls. That free throw good from Young.
One thing you can say about Trae Young, he leaves a huge imprint on any basketball game he plays.
Here's Anthony. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Here's Young. It's deflected. Here's Levine. Lays it up off the glass. Levine's got 13.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Steve, I know you like this, that the three-point shot is having such an effect on the league, actually transforming the NBA. Are you surprised how fast all this is happening?
I am. I'm surprised that so many teams are adopting this transformation of shooting a three ball, because there are some teams and there's some players, I know they shoot it, Kevin, but they shoot at such a low percentage. If you have the guys that can shoot it, you should adopt it. If not, you got to find another way of winning ball games. There's nothing wrong with having a great mid-range team that can knock down mid-range jumpers.
Now to see the stats for Anderson. Last season's performance for him averaged about 8 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause. How is it possible? Wide open too.
Shot's good by Gafford.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Here's Young in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
You know, defensively, you try to do everything possible to get a hand up on Young's shot, but he just ignores the contact and plays through it.
Now here's Levine. He's got 13. It's rebounded by Labissiere. Young from outside. Offensive rebound. Dedmon misses in close.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Now here is Augustine. D right on him. To the middle. And he makes good on the layup.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Anderson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Labissiere with the bounce pass. And here's Young from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
This is how you compensate for being 6'2". Trae Young sets his feet and gets it off quickly.
Here's Gafford. Brunson covering. Gafford misses. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Anderson. And that one, good.
Working off contact is something Anderson does extremely well, and he does it a lot.
Augustine dishes to Anthony. From the stripe, and it's Levine that time on the assist by Anthony. Anthony's got his 3rd assist on the night. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Young outside. Rebound by the Bulls. 24 seconds left in the first. Anthony drives in, and Labissiere sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Nineteen seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Augustine. He's coming off a 16-point game against Orlando. Again, the miss by Anthony. Here's Young. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks, they've got Dwayne Dedmon. Jackson is out there with Anderson. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Young in at shooting guard.
He's such a tricky cover. Even inside, Trae Young makes adjustments that others can't.
And out of UCLA, forward Kyle Anderson. Some call him slow-mo. Why is that?
Well, I mean, not the most athletic player. It's his size and IQ for the game, though, that makes him so effective.
Bulls have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. First one falls for him. Well, the spotlight usually is on the head coach. Smitty, what makes for a great assistant coach on a staff in your eyes?
Well, I think when he have a great relationship with the coaches and also he has a great relationship with the players. I also love the assistant coaches that are very detailed, and also some of those guys, they have great insight on what a coach can see. It's still a team, and there's some great assistants out there.
So he gets them both. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. They trail by 3. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And the shot goes down.
What you like about the drive there from Ross is how he used his body to shield the ball and take the contact.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Passes it to Gafford. Outside Anthony. Three-pointer. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Atlanta will come the other way.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Maxi Kleber in for Kyle Anderson. Here's Kennard. He's guarded by Ross. Dinwiddie with it. And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Kennard. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Capella kicks to Kleber. Now here's Capella. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Ross. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Dinwiddie finds Allen. Porter trying to free himself up. Allen's shot is off. The Hawks leading. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
The pass to Ross. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Here's Dinwiddie. A beautiful reverse layup. Dinwiddie's got his first bucket of the night.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Offensive rebound. Allen. Off on the layup.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Jackson passes to Capella. Here's Brunson. Jackson kicks to Kleber. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Porter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And with Otto Porter, the skills are always apparent with his play. And Smitty, you just like when he's playing aggressively on the floor.
Yeah, it's something that his former coach, Scott Brooks, was always trying to promote to Porter. When he becomes more than just a catch-and-shoot threat, that's when his game is at his best.
That one is off.
Well, the former Georgetown Hoya, Otto Porter, was on the move last season. Traded at the deadline to Chicago, who are in need of a player like Porter who can shoot from outside.
Bridges, he's checked in for Jackson. And he can't hit the second. Smitty, as you mentioned, the need for shooters was something that brought Porter here.
And Porter has been a consistently good shooter, something he's worked on over his career, Kevin. He's young and appears to be a perfect fit for what this team wants to do in the future.
Stolen by Brunson. By himself, rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Kennard, the pass to Dinwiddie. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Dinwiddie. He feeds it to Allen. And another shot. And Capella sends it back. Now Bridges. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Free throw line jump shot. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And every so often, Steve, we'll see 2 teammates fighting over a rebound. You ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, saying get out of here, especially for a lot of those bigs. There's a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound.
Levine's checked in for Luke Kennard. Then for the Hawks, this year comes in for Maxi Kleber. Young is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Allen kicks to Valentine. 6 on the shot clock. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Atlanta leading by 8. Pass to Ross. Capella with it. Back to Ross. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And LaVine, here we go. It's good. LaVine's got 17.
Sometimes when LaVine doesn't want to challenge at the rim, he goes to the floater.
Feeds to Ross. And the jam by Ross.
He's really taken a hold of this first half and made it his. He is making all the right decisions out there.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Launches it. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 23 points for him the last game against the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Young against Dinwiddie. Young inside. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Porter with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And that one's good by Porter.
He's able to do this now because of the added strength. Porter muscling it home.
Young passes to Labissiere. The dish to Ross. They get the rebound and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Hawks shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Capella.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
Atlanta making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. All free throws good from Capella. Bulls trail by 10. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Augustine dishes to Porter. Six to shoot. And Labissiere sends it back.
You have to be cautious when Labissiere is in the area. Those shot blocking skills are superb. Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. That'll do it for the first half. Hawks lead by 12. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. The second quarter was all theirs. Major uptick in offensive and defensive intensity as they did their jobs with precision, now sitting on a comfortable 12-point lead at the half. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Atlanta played?
Well, what's really shifted the game they got a good.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Terrence Ross with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Jared Allen is out there with Anthony, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Jim Boylen as we begin the second half. Pass to Young, and here is Capella. Back to Young, and it's blocked. The pass to Carmelo. Oh, and the jam by Anthony. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Well, the explosive moments, the quick change of direction, a lot of stress put on the body.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Bulls. Pass to Ross. And it's sent back by Allen. Bean passes to Anthony. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. With the fadeaway. Here's Capella. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Free throw no good for Capella. Bulls trail by 10. Here's Dinwiddie. Levine wide open. They get it back.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Young finds Ross. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Here's Anthony. It's good from about 19 feet. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Melo, a skilled shooter. If he gets a clean look, you expect him to make it.
Young dishes to Ross. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the line for him here. That free throw good from Ross. Atlanta making a switch here. Dedmon's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Dinwiddie kicks to Kennard. Pass to Allen. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots from 12. Kennard's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 10.
Amazing story for Dwayne Dedmon. Didn't play organized basketball until he was 18. Undrafted out of USC, but his talent has won out.
And he may have picked up the game late, but Dedmon is making up for lost time.
What I like, he's improved his hands and decision making. Even added a three-point shot the last couple of years. You can tell he's putting the work in.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Justin Jackson comes in for Maxi Kleber, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Trae Young. And both free throws good for Ross. Bulls trail by 12. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And stolen by Dedmon. Ross kicks to Bridges. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the energy and athleticism of Bridges is off the charts. He is a tough cover for the defense.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls.
Yeah, and the confidence Bridges plays with, really admirable. This guy knows he has the talent to compete in the NBA.
Both free throws good from Bridges. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. LaVine against Ross. Passes it to Allen. Shot clock at 5. Steve, how do you feel about the top college players getting some sort of compensation for their work?
You know, I don't know about top college players, Kevin. I think if you're going to do it, it has to be all college players because it's a team. And I think if you look at it, some of the ways I would love to see it, if those guys can get health insurance benefits, if they can get a longer time to finish their education. I love that type of compensation.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. He kicks to Ross. And LaVine comes to help. And there's the pass to Bridges. And here is Dedmon. Shot clock at 6. Dinwiddie with the steal. Here's LaVine. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Miles Bridges.
He's 6'5", but he has elite athleticism. LaVine with the size to compete on the interior.
The Bulls have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
And with this team, Zach LaVine has been thrust into the role of the leader. Still young in his own right, but as a rising star and a large part of the future, responsibilities have fallen in his lap.
Bulls making a switch here. Augustine's checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Miles Bridges. And for LaVine, he is the best scorer on the team. And you know what, Smitty? He should be a leader.
You're right. And that isn't something that's easy to step right into. After losses pile up, you feel more pressure and want to take over every game. Zach LaVine should be up to the task, but it will take some adjusting.
So it's Atlanta now. Anderson passes to Brunson. Rebound collected by LaVine.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter. And we've seen this before. Zach with the ability to put up points in bunches.
Brunson finds Ross. Back to Brunson. And he banks in the layup. Brunson's got 6 points.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Outside, LaVine. Here's Allen, and the layup's good off the glass. He's got 8.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Anderson can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 9. Here's Anthony. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Moment here now for an injury report. Now an update on Otto Porter from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Chicago's head athletic trainer. He told me it's a sprained elbow. Now, they put some ice on it, and they're hoping that he doesn't have any inflammation. This injury could be devastating for them. This is a team that had title hopes, Kevin, and this is not what they need.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. And the first one at the line is good, so it's both teams making substitutions here. Jackson hits both of them. Bulls trail by 11. Bounce pass from Augustine. Gafford passes to...
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Brunson. It's hauled in by the Bulls. In transition, here come the Bulls. Lets it go from deep, but they recover it. That's good from Allen on the assist by Valentine. That's 10 points for Jared Allen.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Anderson outside. Messier kicks to Brunson. Anderson outside. 4 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Anderson's got his second bucket.
Way to convert through contact, Kyle, with excellent body control.
Jackson comes over with the double. Gafford. No good with the triple. The Hawks leading by 9. Anderson passes to Brunson. Anderson outside. Back to Brunson for the 3. Doesn't go for him.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Allen kicks to Augustine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Jackson against Levine. Pass to Augustine. This one for 3. No good that time. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Anderson finds Brunson. Now Labissiere. Over to the left wing. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. And now it's an 11-point Atlanta lead.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Levine with it. Now guarded by Labissiere. Levine against Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Anderson. Finished off the break. Anderson's got 4 points this quarter.
And you watch Kyle Anderson run the floor. Those long strides eat up ground.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
And if you don't, they keep finding the matchup every time up the floor.
And so it's Atlanta. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Simula ka na ngayon, 10. 10 na simula niyo.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Young. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. Bridges out there with Clint Capella. And it's Kleba in at the four-man position. Bridges
not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Augustine.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance back in this game.
Pass to Brunson. Jacks up a three. That's in. Coming off the assist from Young. Brunson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hawks. Augustine looking around. Passes it to Gafford. Kleba with the rebound.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Here's Dinwiddie, and Capella sends it back. Tries yet again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
And that one misses. Chicago making some changes. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Luke Kennard in for Valentine. Ross is checked in for Atlanta. He hits the second from the line. The Hawks leading by 15. Paxson coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Kicks to Anthony. Releases, and the jumper is on the mark. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Ross passes to Kleba. And here's Young from the arc. Drains the three-pointer. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm there, and he's been relentless.
Chicago calls timeout. Terrence Ross with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Good decision to regather, talk it over. Your main concern now is how to slow this guy down on the offensive end.
Ross against Augustine. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hawks lead by 20.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Gafford. Dishes to Augustine. 6 on the shot clock. And the pass to Gafford. The shot by Anthony, no good. Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. Ross kicks to Bridges. And that one drops for him.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's the three. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Ross against Augustine. No good from Ross.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. Tries again, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Clint Capella. got Kyle Kuzma. He's out there with Chris Middleton. Andre Ayton out there with Ricky Rubio. And it's DiVincenzo in a 2-guard. Clock at 4. Here's George. It's good from the top of the key. George has got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Los Angeles. Doris, you can't say enough about the defense of Paul George. I mean, he is absolutely terrific on that end of the floor.
That is in addition to being an all-NBA level offensive performer. So you think about what Paul George brings on the defensive end. The on-ball defense is incredible. He knows when to help off on drives. This guy is easily one of the best defenders at his position, if not the best.
Here's Beverly. Phoenix able to drain the 3. And George, here we go. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Now you have to respect the focus of Paul George, not letting the defense alter his shot.
Rubio, the pass to Middleton. Suns moving the ball around. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Back to George. Here's Aldridge. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow. All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
And stolen by Ayton. Pass to DiVincenzo. Phoenix no good that time either.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
That's tipped. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Kuzma. Off target at the rim.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby. Confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Now, here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And this is what we've been waiting for all summer long, all off season long. After many months, Doris, basketball is finally back.
And what's incredible, Kevin, is the NBA's popularity just continues to grow. There's worldwide enthusiasm. The NBA players represent the league so well, and my goodness gracious, can they play some basketball?
Interesting how now the league, Doris, is commanding the calendar all year round. It used to be such a seasonal game. Now it's 365 days a year.
So many storylines throughout the course of the summer. Who's playing where and with whom?
Taking a look here at the numbers for Kyle Kuzma. He had a strong showing last season. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
Now, here's Rubio. Down low. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. He mentioned the player who, at times, goes overlooked. Sharpshooting swingman Chris Middleton. Coach said he can give you a quiet 20 without breaking a sweat. And all he wants them to do, Kevin, is keep close track with Middleton all game long.
Thank you, David. Clippers leading by 5. Here's Anunoby. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Rubio finds Middleton. Here's Kuzma. Rubio outside. Out to Kuzma. Just 4 to shoot. And that one hits back iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here's Rubio. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And the basket by Rubio.
Good hard drive by Rubio. He can really turn on the Jets.
Here's George. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Golden State. Fires from 18. And Aldridge slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now the pass to Ayton. Last season the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year convo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Chris Middleton.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
6 to shoot. Powell kicks to Jackson. From past the arc. The shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid in how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
Jackson misses.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded by Williams. And Ayton stays with it.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Jackson kicks to Williams. Here's Aldridge. It's blocked.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
Now Rubio. Pass to Ayton. Bridges against Powell. Second chance shot. Shot's good by Baines.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside Williams. Passes to Aldridge. Over Ayton. Aldridge can't get it to go.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Here's DiVincenzo. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And that one's good, Ayton. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jackson dishes to Powell. And it's blocked. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Pass to Ayton. Over Williams. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
To the paint, here's Ayton. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And that's now 7 points for DeAndre Ayton. Powell with it, the three, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. It's all tied in Phoenix. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me in my darkest days. I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine. So.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Powell is out there with Harrell. And there's Jackson. Then it's Williams. And it's Aldridge in at center. Ayton hits them both. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. I think that's true.
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. Now, Kaminsky following the three-point attempt by Lou Williams. Back to Rubio. Off target from outside. The Clippers trail. Jackson drives in, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. Some changes for Phoenix. Diallo, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And Middleton subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Morris is checked in. Now here's Johnson. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Back to Middleton. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Middleton's got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns. Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 16-point game against Golden State. Here's Williams. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Up top, Diallo. Covered by Morris. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. There's the pass to Harrell. Powell inside. Johnson's there. The shot by Powell, no good.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Now here's Johnson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, Rubio misses.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. Break for the Phoenix Suns with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought. There is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Kuzma's checked in for Johnson. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Anunoby's checked in. Suns trail by 3. Middleton the pass to Kuzma. Kaminsky with the ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. The players have taken their game to another level. A lot of improvement they've done individually. Any surprises that have caught your eye, Doris, over the years?
Yeah, I would say probably maybe the greatest single individual leap I've ever seen is by the reigning most improved player, and that's Pascal Siakam. Couldn't get in the rotation consistently in the postseason, and then became such an integral part of an NBA championship team. Kemba Walker, who is an all-star caliber player, all-NBA level guy, continues to stay in the lab and keep improving. So a ton of guys, Domantas Sabonis, another young big who's been incredible. Just great to see guys progress.
Now here's Middleton. Drilled from 11 feet out. Middleton's got his second basket of the night. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Looking now at the numbers for Middleton. Last year, getting it done. He averaged 18 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists.
He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Now, here is Morris. 9-point game his last outing. And the Clippers miss again. The Suns leading. It's Kuzma penetrating. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. The dish to George. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
And Rubio kicks to Middleton. Pass to Kuzma. Here's Kaminsky. Tries from 16. Not going to go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Pass to Harrell. Up top, Morris. Now here's Beverly. Anunoby kicks to Harrell. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Morris, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Golden State Warriors. Good on the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Phoenix calls timeout. 2 seasons at Indiana for OG Anunoby and the 23rd pick of the 2017 draft. Great talk about his game.
You know, NBA ready physically from day one. You know, still working for consistency with his shooting, especially at the free throw line. But I like his potential as a two-way player.
Phoenix making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Mikal Bridges comes in for Diallo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Ricky Rubio. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Baines, out left to the wing. Here's Kuzma. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Morris. Inside, George. Great D that time from Middleton.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Here's George after the Suns pick up 2. 1:25 left in the second quarter. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, Kev, this is how athletic Paul George is. An absolute monster around the rim.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Bridges. To the left wing. For 3. Morris with the rebound. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
George passes to Aldridge. Bridges with the board. Suns trail by 3. Here's DiVincenzo. But they get it back. Second shot opportunity. That's tipped.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Clippers have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Ayton, he's checked in for Phoenix. Johnson comes in for Chris Middleton. Powell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Patrick Beverly. That free throw good from George.
To think that at one point after that horrific leg injury, Paul George, there was some doubt whether he could regain the level of play we're accustomed to. But this guy gets better and better. Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
The Clippers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The free throw drops for Powell.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
And so he makes both from the line. 7 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's DiVincenzo, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. From the get-go, it was the Clippers who came out strong. They showed great chemistry, going on a quick 10-3 run to open up the game. As the first quarter came to a close, they still had a double-digit lead. Then in the second quarter, they broke through the gridlock, stringing together some excellent offensive work, stepping on the gas pedal and racing out to an 8-point advantage at the half. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
You know what I like about Paul George? He's quietly going about his business. Sometimes he'll take a back seat, not in this case in the first half. Has the length, the skill, the deep range, matchup nightmare.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Phoenix?
They need to make major adjustments on the offense. Whatever their game plan was going into this game, scrap it. It's not been effective. The shots they were taking were not good shots. They need to find a way to spring guys open where they can shoot a better percentage.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Paul George really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Suns trail by 8. They've got Ricky Rubio. Kyle Kuzma is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. It goes on Chris Middleton.
And it seems like every team is in search of the, quote, power wing. The guys that have the quickness to defend on the perimeter and the strength to battle inside. OG Anunoby certainly fits the bill.
One shot.
And a 7'2" wingspan for Anunoby. He's got the reach, Doris, of a big man.
He does, Kevin. He also has the strength of a big man, but he's got the versatility defensively to guard across 4 positions. It's about finding consistent minutes for OG because the potential is there, Kevin.
Here's DiVincenzo on the clock. The teardrop falls in. DiVincenzo's got 7.
Well, the touch and the focus, what a pretty move in the lane.
Now, here's George. He's guarded close. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 11. The pass to Kuzma. Here's DiVincenzo, defended by George. 3-pointer, hits it from 3-point range. He has 5.
I'll tell you, this offense looks completely different and so much better spacing when Rubio can be a legitimate threat from range.
Now, here is Morris. And here's George. Takes a 3. Morris, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Kuzma outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Ayton, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Los Angeles leading by 8. And Beverly kicks to Aldridge. And good that time. Aldridge has got 4 this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Kuzma. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
In positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
That free throw, no good. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Phoenix. The Clippers also changing it up. Harrell, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And it's Jackson in for Anunoby. Clippers leading by 9. Jackson with the bounce pass. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. Diallo, he's checked in for Phoenix. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely. Kicks it to Harrell. Lock at 6. It's George on the wing. Shoots over Kuzma. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Now, here is George. He's got 11, and the Clippers miss again. Here's DiVincenzo. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Passes it to George. Basket counts. George has got 13 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Here's DiVincenzo. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. They get it again. Here's Jackson. Misses the layup.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Here's DiVincenzo. 13 points in the game. He feeds it to Kaminsky. Here's DiVincenzo. He's defended by Harrell. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And stolen by Kuzma. Middleton, the pass to Diallo. The feed to Kaminsky. Over Jackson. And that one goes long. Clippers leading by 3. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Diallo. Bridges comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Johnson in for Chris Middleton. Pass to Williams. Right wing. Here's Aldridge. Offensive rebound. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
That's good from Harrell. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring the team. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Williams. A very nice season for him last year. Around 20 points per game last season. 5 assists and 3 rebounds.
Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
And he makes the first. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Clippers leading by 7. To the inside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th man of the year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
And that one falls for Williams.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
Now here's Johnson. Great D that time from Harrell. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Jackson. And for the last half decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And so Jackson nails both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Rubio dishes to Johnson. He kicks it to Baines. Williams against Johnson. And the rejection by Harrell. Jackson in the corner. Here's Aldridge. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
The pass to Rubio. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Rubio's got 7.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity. Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
The Suns making a switch here. Ayton's checked in. And then for the Clippers, Morris comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Now, here's Rubio. 7 points in the game. It's deflected. And it's Ayton missing. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Harrell. Outside Williams. There's the triple. The offensive rebound. It's off. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And it's Williams with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, Lou Williams out there with Powell. Then there's Harrell. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Anunoby in at the 3.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
And the rejection by Harrell.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now here's Johnson. Now Rubio to the middle. Shots good by Baines.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
To the paint. Here's Williams. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Williams has got 13 points here in the second half alone. Rubio looking it over. Feeds it to Bridges. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Anunoby kicks to Powell. Williams in the post. Defended by Bridges. Shots good by Williams.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Rubio against Williams. Misses from close range. Los Angeles leading by 22. Russ, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ayton. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
This guy's so effective. DeAndre Ayton will take the mid-range if you concede it.
Johnson against Williams. Johnson with the block. Looking to end his cold spell, and Rubio finishes it off.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Clippers leading by 20. Williams for 3. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Passes it to Baines. Bridges with it. Kept alive. Ayton. And it's sent back by Morris.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots. That's pretty.
Powell, the pass to Williams. Shoots over Rubio. That one wide left.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Johnson with the bounce pass. Rubio against Williams. Rubio outside. Here's Baines, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Baines has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
They get it back, and Harrell slams it in.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Phoenix calls timeout. Doris, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid topic with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you the truth, Kevin. I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level. But I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
The presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Lou Williams.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess. Now, here's Kuzma. Pass to Ayton. And here's Kuzma. Middleton for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And George kicks to Harrell. And the pass to Anunoby. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his 3rd foul of the game. On defense, Phoenix. Here's George. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Rubio outside, and it's sent back by Morris. 1:56 left in the 4th quarter. George looking over the floor. Pass to Harrell. Shot clock at 6. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. So it's Rubio bringing it up for Phoenix. Inside. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
How about the effort by Rubio on that play, fighting his way through contact?
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Lou Williams.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Here's Beverly following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Now here's Beverly. He feeds it to George. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Beverly. The layup off target. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. With Lou Williams, you made some big shots to get the win tonight.
I just want to stay aggressive. You know, shoot or shoot. That's what we're supposed to do. I've always been a confident guy. Never got down on myself. So I just continue to be aggressive and just concentrate on the first shot.
Lou, nobody has ever doubted your confidence. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
Perfection.